I'm Dawid Groenewald and I'm working for CRI, and this video is all about the palletisation of our citrus. And what we've got here is the recommended citrus pallet. This is just to show you the pallet, and later on we're going to show you how the A15C cartons must be stacked, palletized and stabilized on this pallet. The layout of this pallet, the size of the top deck slats and the spacing between the top slats is designed, if it's stacked on the pallet, the corners of the cartons must be placed on wood, and that is extremely important. We are going to show you the A15C cartons, just the bottom layer on this pallet, just to illustrate that the corners of the cartons are placed on wood. Okay, what we've got here is the A15C cartons, the bottom layer stacked on the pallet. Over the length of the pallet, we see three of the sides from that side, and the row in the middle is exactly like that. And if you go to this side of the pallet, the cartons are turned, so from this side you will see four of the end panels of the A15C cartons. If we go, the first three layers on the pallet, on the A15C cartons, will be stacked like that, and we talk about and we refer to it as column stack, the three bottom layers. And from the fourth layer up until the eighth layer, we change it, and what we refer to it as brick stacking. And the reason for that is that unfortunately we can't column stack all the way up. It'll be the ideal, but the cartons will just fall over, and from the fourth layer up until the eighth layer, when we brick stack, and we'll show it to you later, we brick stack, and this is just to bind the cartons so that they don't fall over. We are now at the pack house where we're going to show you the packed A15C cartons. As we mentioned before, we can very clearly see here that the bottom three layers are column stacked, and then from the fourth layer up until the eighth layer, we brick stack them. And the whole idea is that just to bind the cartons, so that if we column stack all the way up, the columns will just fall over. So that's why we go column stack and then brick stack. This is now the pallet stacked 8 high. I just want to emphasize and point out just to see how the corners of the cartons are placed on wood, and that is very important. We mentioned to you that it's very important that the corner piece must be placed on top of the pallet. And this is what we're going to illustrate to you now. The corner piece, and it's right on top of the pallet, and just to show you that this is the way they must do it. Later on we're going to show you how to strap it from the bottom to the top line. We found a few cases where the pack house staff take the corner pieces all the way down to the floor, and please, we must not do that. If they do that and they strap the bottom layer, the corner pieces tend to flare, and if they load the trucks and if they place the pallets in the racks at the fort, the corner pieces just get broken. Now we're going to show you the placing of the corner pieces, all four, and the way we strap them from the bottom to the top. So they're putting the corner pieces in position, and now they're going to show us how we strap the three bottom layers, which is column stack. Okay, now what they're showing us now is how the bottom three layers are strapped. As we can see now, we showed you the bottom three layers, and the ladies are now strapping the layers from all the way up to the eighth layer, and that we can see what they're doing now. Right, what we've got here is a complete pallet stacked 8 high with A15C cartons, strapped in the correct manner, corner pieces placed in the right position for our shipment in our high cube container.